many schools aren't prepared for kids with disabilities. Kids with disabilities have more often than not been excluded from school. They may have a hard time seeing, talking, or walking, or not be able to see, talk, or walk at all. They may face other difficulties that make it extra hard for them to get to school or learn in conventional classroom settings. In many places, schools don't have the resources or the teachers to help children with disabilities learn in a meaningful, dignified way. Across the world, as many as 150 million kids live with some form of physical or mental disability. Some who have been disabled from birth, and others who are injured permanently due to violence or accidents. In 1975, the US Congress passed a law to ensure that all children who are able to go to school finally could, even if a child couldn't see, or couldn't hear, or couldn't walk like most of the kids who are already in school. Most developing countries are where the US was before 1975. And even in the US, our schools don't meet the needs of every student who has a physical or mental limitation. We need to do a better job in our own country of helping every student reach her or his potential, and to encourage other countries with the resources to do the same. And we need to help countries that don't have the resources we do find strategies to use technology and other tools to help kids who aren't in school because of disabilities or other reasons still get a quality education. We can't and shouldn't assume that countries with fewer resources to invest in education are insensitive to the right of disabled children to go to school, though some places may be. In many countries, the first priority is to get as many kids as possible into schools by building schools, training teachers, acquiring textbooks, and other supplies, rather than getting every kid into school, regardless of his or her abilities and limitations. Hopefully, once countries have gotten most kids into school, they'll be able to focus on making sure every child, whatever his or her abilities and limitations may be, has a chance to learn. Some kids with disabilities in the developing world could go to school if they had access to things like glasses, hearing aids, and wheelchairs. One organization dedicated to helping kids in the developing world get wheelchairs, to go to school, and generally to be able to get around is the Walkabout Foundation. My friends Luis and Carolina Gonzalez Bunster started Walkabout after realizing there were places in the US that Luis, who is in a wheelchair, couldn't go. That got them thinking about the wheelchair accessibility around the world. When they learned that as many as 59 million people worldwide, including kids, need wheelchairs but have no means of obtaining them, they knew they had to do something. So they created Walkabout to donate wheelchairs to people, particularly kids, in the developing world who need them but can't afford them. The wheelchairs Walkabout donates are light, durable, and rely on wheels made out of bicycle tubing, which are easy to repair virtually anywhere in the world. They've donated nearly 7,000 so far and they're working to raise awareness and more funds to help even more kids get to school, adults to work, and everyone to have the essential freedom of movement. To learn more about what you can do to raise awareness about kids with disabilities, or how you can raise funds to help a kid, maybe even someone your own age, get a wheelchair in the developing world, visit the website walkaboutfoundation.org. Starkey Hearing Foundation works around the world to identify people who could hear if only they had the right hearing aids, or hearing aids at all. Starkey workers then fit people they think they can help with hearing aids, giving the gift of hearing. I've seen Starkey's work in action, and it's amazing watching kids hear their mother's voice for the first time, or watching people who lost their hearing in an accident be able to hear again after years of silence. In many ways, those moments are only the beginning of Starkey's work. The foundation teaches everyone who receives a hearing aid how to care for and operate it, and gives a year's worth of batteries to every person for their new hearing aids. It also trains local healthcare workers, teachers, and others to be able to identify hearing loss that can be compensated for with hearing aids, so that more people can get help even after Starkey has left. Starkey has given away more than 1.6 million hearing aids to people across the world. There are now tens of thousands of kids in school because they can hear the teacher. To learn more and to see how you can get involved, please visit starkeyhearingfoundation.org.